morning, students. So today's topic is classification of railway stations. Okay, and the railway stations can be classified based on operational and functional characteristics. Based on the operational characteristics, it is classified into block stations, non-block stations, and special class stations. Block stations include class A, class B, and class C, and non-block stations is also known as class D, and there is special class stations also. So this is the classification based on operational characteristics. Next is the classification based on functional characteristics. They are non-junction or wayside station, junction station, and terminal station. So we can discuss one by one. So before going to the first category of classification, we can discuss what is meant by block station. Block station means it's a sort of compartments into which the railway line is divided. That is, our railway track is very lengthy, so this railway track is divided using this block station. So block station is nothing but our railway station only. Okay, so this is a sort of compartment into which the railway line is divided, and these are established so as to safely space the trains behind each other. Okay, so for that we are providing block stations, and these block stations divide our long railway line into different blocks. So it is known as block stations. Since it is dividing the lengthy railway line into small blocks, it is known as block stations. Okay, and these block stations are made at the end of block section. Okay, so this railway line between two block station is known as block or block section. Okay, so at the end of one block section, this block station is provided. At the end of a block section, railway station or block station is provided, and this block station is equipped with signals. So you may be seen that before reaching to a railway station, there will be so many signals indicating red light, orange light, etc. Okay, that is before entering into any block station, there will be lot of signals. Okay, so that is known as block station, and the block station is a place on a railway line at which permission to approach and authority to proceed are granted. So in order to give permission to approach a block station, there will be some signals, and also in order to give authority to proceed from the block station, there will be another type of signals. Okay, so this is known as block stations. So first classification is class A. Okay, so class A station means here the line has to be cleared up to an adequate distance, that is 400 meter beyond the home signal, for giving permission to approach to a train. That is, I have told that there will be a lot of signals at before reaching a railway station or before reaching a block station. Okay, so in the case of class A type, there will be three types of signals. They are home signal, starter signal, and warner signal. Okay, so the first, this is the block station. Okay, so the first stop signal is home signal. So there is a home signal, and this is the first stop signal. So the train will be coming in this direction. Okay, so when it is seeing the home signal here, it indicates that there is a railway station after this section. Okay, so this home signal indicate in order to slow down the vehicle, slow down the train. Okay, so home signal is the first stop signal. And next there is a starter signal, and the starter signal is placed at an adequate distance from home signal. Okay, and it will give permission to approach. That is, it will give the train to approach the railway station. So this starter signal actually indicates that this section is clear for entering the train. Okay, that is a function of starter signal. Okay, and the next signal is warner signal. So it is placed at a warning distance from the home signal. It indicates whether the section beyond is clear or not. That it indicates that the train can move beyond the section. Okay, so it indicates whether the section beyond is clear or not. So this is the type of signals provided in class A type of block station. Okay, so in class A type, it is the here the line has to be cleared up to an adequate distance, that is 400 meter beyond the home signal. So the line has to be cleared before 400 meter beyond home signal. Okay, so it will give permission to approach the station. Okay, so here there will be home signal, and starter signal and warner signal. So this is the first type of block station, class A. Next is class B. Here the line has to be cleared up to an adequate distance beyond the outer signal before giving permission to approach a train. So here there will be an outer signal before the home signal in class B. Okay, so here outer signal is the first stop signal. So the line has to be cleared up to an adequate distance beyond the outer signal, and home signal means it is placed at an adequate distance from outer signal, that is 580 meter. That is there should be a clearance of 400 meter, and also there should be clearance between the warner signal 180 meter. So this home signal. So first one is outer signal, and there will be home signal. So this is the home signal. So the distance from this home signal to the outer signal is this 400 plus 180, that is 580 meter. So this is the type of signal system in class B type. So here there is a outer signal. So this is the first stop signal. Okay, so from outer signal there should be clearance of 400 meter, and and home signal is placed at an adequate distance from outer signal, that is from 580 meter from outer signal there is home signal. Okay, so this distance will be 180 meter. So this is class B type. Next is class C. Class C means it is block hut where no passengers are booked. That is, it is split long block section, so that the interval between this class C section is provided in order to decrease the interval between successive, that is the distance between, in order to decrease the distance between the lengthy railway line, we are providing class C section. But here there will not be any passengers. This is just provided in order to divide our lengthy railway track. That is the only function of class C. That is, train do not stop at these stations. That is, passengers will not be will not be there in class C station, and booking facility will not be there. This is only a section or station provided in order to divide the lengthy railway track. That is the only function of class C. Okay. So here there is home signal and warner signal only, because train is not going to stop at this station. So there will be home signal and warner signal. Home signal is the first stop signal, and warner signal is placed at an adequate distance from home signal. So this is class C. So remember, in class C station the train do not stop because it is only a hut where no passengers are booked. This is provided in order to divide our lengthy railway track. So you may be seen class C stations. That is, in class C station, at class C station, the train will not stop. That type of station is known as class C. Next is non-block station. So this first three, that is A, B, C category, that is class A, class B, class C, is under block station. Okay, so this is the first category under operational classification. So second type is non-block station or class D. Okay, non-block station or class D or flag station, and it is situated between two consecutive block stations. That is, between two consecutive block station there will be non-block station or class D station. This is also known as flag station. It do not define the boundary of any station, and they are neither telegraphically connected to adjacent stations, or they will not be have any apparatus of staff for controlling movement of trains, etc. This is only a flag station. That is, this class D station or class D section is provided between two consecutive block station, and it will not be telegraphically connected to the adjacent stations. Okay, that is, this is only a flag station. So this is non-block station. And last type of operational classification is special class station. That is, the stations which is not coming under any of these A, B, C or D. That is known as special class station. So this is the first type of classification: class A, class B, class C, class D, and special class stations. Next is the classification based on functional. That is functional classification. That is non-junction or wayside station, junction station, and terminal station. That is based on the function that is carried out by the railway station. It is classified into non-junction, junction, and terminal station. So first is wayside or non-junction. And here the station consists of arrangement of crossing and up or down trains, or for overtaking the slower trains by the fast moving trains. So this is the function of wayside station, that is this is provided in order to crossing an up or down, or for overtaking a slower vehicle. For that we are providing this wayside station. Okay, that is crossing purpose, in order to have crossing purpose, and also for overtaking purpose we are providing wayside station. Wayside station or non-junction station. So next is junction station. From the name itself it is clear that it's a junction, that is the branch line joins the main line. So there will be a branch line which is deviating from the main line, that is this is a junction like our Shornur railway station. And the facilities for the interchange of traffic and passengers between main and branch line will be there. Okay, so this is junction station. Then third type is terminal station. It is a station at which railway line or one of its branches terminates. It is the last section, that is terminal station. Okay, like our Trivandrum Central, that is a terminal station in most of the cases. Okay, stations at which the railway line or one of its branches terminate, that is terminal station. Facilities for serving of engines and vehicles should be there, and marshalling vehicles and various sidings should be there. So this is terminal station. So this is the classification of railway station. Okay, so this is all about railway station. So we have discussed the classification of railway stations, the factors which is to be considered when we are selecting railway station, and functions of railway station, etc. Okay, so next class we can discuss about station yards. Okay, thank you.